Oh, let me tell you something. Busting makes me feel good.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Blockbusting, the podcast where we love to hate the movies. I'm your host, Jay Light. Joining me today, the hilarious Steph Tolev.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
You said my last name right. I was waiting to see how you'd say it.
I was hoping that I was
think
going to
you
say it right.
paused too. You were like,
I was like, all right, roll the dice.
Yeah.
And Tolev.
Okay,
Did I do it?
yeah.
Yay, there we
Yes.
go. Perfect. Wonderful.
Mhm.
Nice to have you down here. This is your second spin down here in the Comedy Store basement.
Oh, baby.
You're just cranking through podcasts down here.
I am.
Wonderful.
I'm a little store baby now.
It's a good spot to be.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Pretty soon you're going to have a T-shirt that you bought from Boone Shakalaka, just like me.
Yeah.
And or maybe an album or some other weird shit that he has for sale for $1.
Is he the guy that's always outside? I've never seen him go on stage.
Yeah, he doesn't really go on stage. He used to apparently all the time, like way back before I started working here. Potluck, like the weirdo potluck days. When there's basically guaranteed to be like one or two homeless people for sure every time.
I still think there is.
I mean, there are, but they're less obviously homeless.
I feel like every comic who lives in his car is homeless.
No, they for sure are.
So that's, I'd say, 20% of the comics that sign up on Mondays.
But most comics who live in their cars now, they can at least afford like a gym membership, or they have a friend who they can go shower at their apartment.
So it's still a homeless person.
Being homeless is different these days.
Also, sell your car, get an apartment. Wouldn't you rather have an apartment than a car?
Yeah.
Like, how are these grown men sleeping in the back of these two-door fucking, I don't know, it's a lot.
I don't know
One
either.
guy told me that he sleeps in his car and that one night by accident, he drank his piss because he thought it was water. And I was like, he has a job. You have a job.
He has a job and he
works
still
at the
sleeps in the car?
Improv, yes.
Oh, no.
I know. Drink his
Oh.
own piss every morning. It's
Oh,
disgusting.
God. I mean, that's not a great way to wake up, especially if it's coffee piss.
Mm-hmm.
You got the caffeine, but it tastes like coffee nonsense. I mean,
What?
I hate the smell of coffee piss.
Is there a difference?
Yeah. Well, because it dehydrates you.
Okay.
So you get all that, you get the dehydration in there. Man, I
I'm
didn't
not
expect to be
smelling a
talking
lot of
about
piss,
piss in
sorry.
the first 2 minutes with you. I mean, I could tell that took a very weird turn, and now I'm trying to course correct
Okay.
to talk about
Bring it
movies
back.
like
Bring
we're
it
supposed
back.
to.
Okay.
Don't worry. This is not, oh man, you're having a bunch of weird experiences here at the Comedy
I
Store, and
really
I don't
am.
want to contribute to that. Let's talk about movies.
Yes.
Here is what's going down. Did you see anything that was in theaters this week?
Absolutely not.
No. Do you go see movies
I
much? Are you
do.
a movie
Not
person?
like crazy amount, but I do. But I haven't seen. The last movie I saw in theaters was Cock Blockers. Or Block.
Yeah, let's call it cock blockers. We all know
Whatever
that
it is,
that's
yeah.
really what it means. I never got around to seeing that. I have heard it's good though.
It's shockingly very funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody, all the reviews described it as not Breaking Bad, as Breaking Bad with girls, as super bad with girls.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, and the girls were actually really, really funny. Like the main three girls were awesome.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
If it's still in theaters, I'll have to go see it and use that movie pass. Top of the box office this week, surprising to no one, Deadpool 2 launches with over $300 million worldwide. So domestically, it made $125 million. Number
That's
one at the box
crazy.
office. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's too much money.
So much money.
Why do you need that much money?
I don't know.
Who needs that much? Why do they need that much money?
Ryan Reynolds needs that much money.
Ryan Reynolds. You
Here's-
Canadian?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're Canadian.
Yeah, so I have to.
You should support.
I'm
Your
supporting
fellow
him.
Canadian.
I don't need to support him that much. He already seems to be doing fucking fine.
Yeah. I think he's doing way, way better than he was maybe in like the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Though I gotta say, he's got some classics under his sleeve. Besides, the Deadpools, obviously. Just Friends, amazing.
Never
You ever
saw
see
it.
that movie?
No.
Oh,
Should I see it?
That's great. I recommend it. It's
It's-
sort of a Christmas movie, but not really.
I need to see Christmas around Christmas. I can't go out of the Christmas time.
Yeah,
I can't do that.
You have a hard stance. On
I have a hard stance on holiday. Even if it's
nothing
like
Christmas related.
no, if I'm watching like a TV show, like I've been binge watching The Office again, I have to click over the Christmas episode. I can't watch it.
What about the Halloween episodes?
I click. Those I will kind of be okay with, but Christmas is very specific and it has to be
Why is
because it
that?
gets me all happy and Christmassy in the mood, and I like because then I can compile all the Office ones around Christmas and watch them all at the same time.
All right, yeah, that's fair.
That sounds like
I mean, that's basically what ABC Family built most of their business model on, is sending all the Christmas programming around Christmas. So you could have you can have a long and illustrious career, Christmas related, and build yourself up over Christmas time. That's great.
That's what I'm trying to do.
It's way better.
Save it all. Save all my Christmas save all my happiness for 1 month a year.
Deadpool 2, obviously, successful. Number one, it's probably going to be up there for a while. Well, actually, it might not be because we got the new Star Wars coming out next week.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Could take it down.
Probably will take it down. Those nerds out there.
Probably will. It's already doing worse than the original Deadpool. That's a weird little fun fact the Box Office Mojo has bequeathed upon me. They're trying to beat the highest R-rated opening of all time, which was It. Fall.
Really?
Clowns. Never saw It.
No, I'm scared of movies like that.
You're not a horror movie person?
No. I get the spooks.
What's your genre? What do you like to go see?
It's not really a specific genre. I see whatever. There's not enough of these movies anymore, but I really love like The Naked Gun and like Scary Movie 2, 1, 2, and 3. I like goofy shit. I won't really go to theaters to see them, but I'm like, that's just what I like to see movie. Just dumb shit.
You'd probably really like Deadpool.
I should go.
You should. It's real dumb.
Yeah, I like dumb.
But it's got heart.
I do like the heart. I like the
It's
heart.
got a nice mix of dumb and heart.
And I don't know. I saw Black Panther. Obviously, it was great.
Right.
Theaters. That was a good one to see in theaters. Like things like that. I just I should get out more. I need a movie pass. I don't have one.
You should get one. Well, I mean, the get while the getting's good. Movie pass is slowly declining.
Aren't they $10 a month or something?
They are $10 a month, but now you can't see the same movie if you've already seen it once.
Oh.
You have to, on some versions of it, you have to take a picture of your ticket stub to prove that you're going to go see that movie.
Oh.
So it's getting into some weird dystopian shit.
I don't like that.
And I'm going to keep using MoviePass just because living in Los Angeles, it doesn't make sense to not use MoviePass.
Yeah. And
I've seen way more movies this year because of it. But, MoviePass, you're pissing some people off.
Let's get MoviePass on the phone. Let's patch him in.
Yeah, I think I can do that. Hello, MoviePass. What if Mr. Movie Phone was in charge of MoviePass this whole time?
Is that an American thing?
Wait, you guys, you don't have Mr. Movie Phone in Canada?
No, I've heard that term talked about, but I don't know what that is.
Mr. Movie Phone is just a guy who you would call on the phone and it would tell you all the movie times. And he talked kind of like this, like a movie, like a sort of a movie trailery kind of guy. So be like,
okay.
Welcome to Movie Phone.
Okay.
For showtimes in your area, press 1. Enter your zip code and all this kind of shit. Yeah.
We call it a postal code, so.
Oh, yeah, I have to deal
Learning.
with postal codes. You guys have letters in your postal codes, too.
We do.
You weirdos.
It's a lot.
Do you guys
license plate?
Does Canada have a different release schedule from U.S. movies, or are you guys having to deal with stuff coming out way later?
No. I think we're the same. It's England that's way behind, right?
I think so.
I know
England is usually pretty behind.
Way behind, weirdly.
China is usually pretty behind. Like China just got Avengers this weekend.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm. They're super behind.
It doesn't make any sense. That makes no sense to me. We're all like, isn't it like you get the file and play? Like I don't understand why. Yeah. Is it weird?
I mean, it's weird to me especially because now that they have there are certain movies that have already come out this year that have no theatrical distribution because Netflix bought just the distribution rights for around the world.
Okay.
That happened to Annihilation. Annihilation came out in theaters here in America, but around the world it never came out in theaters because Netflix was like, we're buying it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
We're going to put it only on Netflix. And so theaters are like, well, it's out of our hands. Can't do anything about that. Times are changing.
Times are changing.
We're time to be in the movie biz. We're time to be in showbiz.
And we're in the thick of it.
We're right in the thick of it. Deadpool 2. Yeah. People are going to go see it, and it's probably going to do very, very well. I'm not surprised that it did well. I liked it. I saw it this weekend.
Oh, you did see it?
Yeah. Saw it at 10 o'clock in the morning on Friday.
Alone?
No. Thank God.
I don't know why I assumed you were just there by yourself at that hour.
Oh, it's a morning matinee. I don't think that's off base to assume.
Yes, I didn't know the movies actually started that night, to be quite honest. I thought the first one was at 2 or 3.
There were even earlier showtimes. There were ones that started at 9:30.
9:30 a.m.
Yeah.
Waking up and seeing a movie. You know what? I kind of want to try that. It sounds
good.
Like a fun thing.
It's a nice way to start. You kind of you get eased into your day for the most part, unless it's a movie that is just really, really. The one movie that I ever saw early in the morning that I don't regret seeing it at that time, but it was definitely the wrong kind of movie to see at that time. Is We Need to Talk About Kevin. Did you ever see that?
No.
It's a movie about a school shooting, and I saw
That's
that
a weird way to start your day. Yeah.
at 8:30 in the morning.
Yeah, that's a strange way.
Yeah, it's a weird way to start your day.
Yeah.
Gets you awake, wide awake.
Yeah.
But
Did you
after
cry?
that, you're just like, no, I was just kind of in shock the rest of the day. I was like, man,
Yeah.
that was gnarly.
Yeah.
I was telling everybody to go see it too, and then I was like, but it's brutal. Don't go see it. Don't go do the morning screenings of it. Number 2, another movie I saw in the morning, Avengers Infinity War.
Mm-hmm.
28 million at the box office currently, after this weekend. Still cranking through, doing very well. Almost 600 million domestic.
Jesus.
Yeah. It's the Marvel juggernaut.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to go see superhero movies.
Yeah. I mean, they're never going to stop.
No.
They're going to keep on
I know.
coming out.
How do you feel about superhero movies?
They're fine. I'm just kind of like, yeah, all right. Some weird schmuck that no one thought was going to be anything. And now he's fit and he cares for people. I don't know. That's exactly how I describe superheroes. I'm over it now.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Well, because the thing is, and I kind of touched on this when I was seeing Deadpool, is that there's a lot of superhero movies out there that look, superheroes is kind of a genre in general are meant for the underdog, right? They're meant for like the nerd of society, the person who doesn't get a whole lot of shine, person who doesn't have a whole lot of stuff to like hope for and strive for, so they can delve into these fantasy realms. We talked about this last week too a little bit. You can delve into this world and it's meant for you, right? And now superhero movies become so successful that they have started to gear them towards the mainstream, which is not what I think superheroes are supposed to be for.
No. But now I feel like, I don't know. I feel like it's just nerds are cool now. I don't know what I'm
They are.
saying.
They shouldn't be.
They shouldn't be. I don't know when
Nerds
that
should
happened.
be cool.
I don't know. They should be?
No, they should not.
No, they shouldn't.
Nerds shouldn't be
Are you
cool.
a nerd?
You know, I've been called a nerd. I've done plenty of nerdy things. I think I'm kind of a nerd, but
Do you read comic books?
I'm not a comic book nerd. I'm
I
not.
don't know why I put that right to that. Also, with your shirt right now, you kind of look
Well, yeah,
like a nerd.
I'm wearing
Using
a tie-dye
tie-dye.
with a heart in the middle of it. Right now, I look like a volunteering nerd.
Yeah.
Like I look like I just came back from a soup kitchen.
Yes.
But
And you're going right back after.
yeah, I'm going back either there or to the no-kill shelter to go pet dogs. But-
Wait, what is that? I want to do that.
To no-kill shelters?
Yeah.
It's where they go and they leave
You
the
just
animals. You
pet
don't kill
dogs?
them and you pet them. I don't know. You probably
I
have to
wanna
do
go
some other
pet
stuff
'em.
besides pet them.
Yeah, I feel like just bye-bye. Just go and pet a dog in the head and leave.
That's it. That's probably not helpful to the dogs at all because
No.
then they get the
They
detachment.
attach. Oh, no.
Oh no. There's a movie that came out this week that's all about dogs. Have you seen this one at all?
I've seen none of these movies that you're about to list, so
Well,
you don't need to ask me.
I'm just gonna ask.
You can
you
ask,
might have seen
yes.
some posters for it.
Okay.
Show dogs.
Oh, it's a cartoon?
Yeah, it's not a cartoon. It's like a live action sort of movie.
Okay.
From the director of 2003 hit Cats and Dogs,
This guy loves animals.
Raja Gosnell.
This guy's a big dog man. No.
Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me. He directed the Scooby-Doo movies. I got that wrong.
Still a dog guy. Still a dog guy.
So Show Dogs is number 6 at the box office right now. Made $6 million. And it is, oh boy. After a failed attempt to recover a stolen baby panda, police dog Max reluctantly teams up with a human FBI agent named Frank. A hot tip leads Max and Frank to Las Vegas for the world's most exclusive dog show. To find the panda, Max goes undercover as a contestant to get the lowdown from his fellow canines. With help from their new friends, the crime-fighting duo must now foil another kidnapping plot and rescue other valuable animals from a gang of greedy smugglers.
How did that get made? That makes no sense to me. That got produced?
They got made.
There's other people that write things.
That is,
There's a lot of writers.
it is currently made $6 million at the box office.
Oh, that sucks, right?
It's
Well,
number 6. It's not great. It's probably going to be in there for a couple weeks. It'll probably be in the top 10
Wow.
because it's a kids movie with dogs.
Still, I mean, Homeward Bound, we should end it. Not Homeward Bound, sorry. Beethoven. Should end it right there with dog movies. That's it.
I loved Homeward Bound.
Homeward Bound was so sad. Didn't the dog die?
Maybe.
The
I
golden
think in
retriever
Homeward
died.
Bound 2, the dog died.
Somebody died and it was sad as hell.
There's too many kids movies where animals are dying, man.
The people should die. What's the one, Marley and Me? I can't watch it.
Marley and Me.
I
Yeah, the
cannot
dog
get through
dies
it.
in
I
that.
can't do it.
Yeah.
My parents' dog right now is my family dog is very sick right now, and it's been like months of us just like constantly crying. Like I FaceTime the dog and cry. I'm like, this is psychotic. What am I doing right now? Like
Dude,
this is
the first
so I can't watch it.
first movie I ever cried in, or ever that I ever cried in theaters was Eight Below, which is a movie about dogs dying in Antarctica.
No.
Why did they make that movie?
No, why would they put the dogs up there? It's mean. It's too cold.
Well, they left the dogs behind. They were on an expedition, and then they're like, get in the helicopter. And the dogs didn't get in the helicopter in
Oh my
time, so they're just
God.
like, no, we're out. Which it doesn't make any sense.
Lift them into the goddamn helicopter. I'm going to call the director and producer of that movie and
There's
give
one-
them a piece of my mind.
So this movie kind of seems like Turner and Hooch, but also the dogs talk to each other.
And then talk to the people. Like I don't
know if
too
they're talking to
much.
the people. That's the thing I can't tell based on the description. But it's one of those things that I don't think I want to go and delve into. Oh, also, This is great casting. The voice of the dog, I'll give you one guess. It's a rapper, and that's all I'm going to say.
Ja Rule.
No, Ludacris.
Oh God, that was more obvious of an answer. I was going to say Kevin James first, but then you're like rapper. I'm like, that's not the right answer.
Kevin James would be a great dog voice.
Yeah, I thought he kind of just already looks like a dog.
We also have Shaquille O'Neal as the voice of a dog.
Here's a problem.
Karma.
No, you know what? I've had it up to here with these actors taking these sports guys taking acting roles. Get a grip. You have enough goddamn money. Get back on the court. Throw around a couple balls. It's very annoying to me.
Wait, so on that, what did you think of John Cena and Blockers? Speaking of sports guys.
I understand that. He actually was funny, but there are plenty other comedians that could have played that exact same role as funny as him or funnier. I think.
No, I agree with you there.
And it just is very frustrating, especially as like comics watching people like this get roles like this. Why? Why is Ludacris? He has enough money. Why are you taking away? You know how hard it is to break into the voice scene? I'm having a very hard time breaking into the voice scene as it already is in here. Now I gotta go. If I went to a voiceover and I walked in and Tony Braxton was in there, I'd be like, "Why are you here? Get the hell out of here!" Like people are so greedy.
They are.
That's the problem.
Oh, and when you got a movie that's basically a cinematic layup like Show Dogs, where you're just going to be secret agent dogs fighting crime.
You can use anybody.
Yeah, but you're going to go with
selling it for the fucking kids. Oh, Ludacris is the voice. Yeah, I'm going to go.
Right.
No,
because and no 7-year-old loves Ludacris.
I hope not.
No 7-year-old has ever listened to Chicken and Beer and been like, this is prime
This is
time.
me.
I want to see what he sounds like as a dog. Get me in his house. I don't know why.
God.
I don't know why they cast these people.
No, it's very annoying.
Why do you have to have celebrities voice your dogs?
It's very strange. Several other people have probably a better voice.
Yeah. You know what I love seeing? It's when like Ron Funches has gotten a lot of voice work in the past couple of years, which is great.
Yeah.
Because he's a comic, A, and he's got a great voice.
Yeah.
B, you can run with that.
Yes.
If you get somebody with a great voice who's also knows what they're doing comedically into a comedy situation like this, it's just going to make your movie better.
So much better. So much better. Do you know Katie Crown?
No.
She's a comedian, and she was the voice of what was one of the babies that got? I'm really bad.
Baby
It's a
Geniuses?
No. That's a baby movie. It was with the Pelicans and it sounds like
Storks.
Yeah, Storks. She's like the main voice in one of the main characters in Storks, and she's Canadian. And it was a huge role for her to get. And I think they wanted like a bigger name, but she sounded great and was so fucking funny that she made it great.
Perfect.
So it's great.
See, we need more of that.
We do. It's
Hollywood, I know you're listening.
Hollywood listens.
President of Hollywood, I know you're listening to this
Monsieur.
podcast. You're one of my people who hasn't left a review on this podcast on iTunes. Hint, hint, listeners. Number 3 at the box office this week, our only other new release popping in there into the top 10 anyway. Book Club, $12.5 million.
I've never heard of this movie in my life. Are you sure this is a real thing?
100% sure.
Who's in it? I haven't seen a single
Let's read you
advertisement for this.
Let's read about the plot of Book Club. This stars it's a bunch of old lady actresses: Diane Keaton, Jane Fonda, Candice Bergen, Mary Steenburgen.
Mm-hmm.
The hit crime fighting team of Bergen and Steenburgen. Diane, who's played by Diane Keaton, is recently widowed after 40 years of marriage. Vivian enjoys her men with no strings attached. That's Jane Fonda. Sharon, Candice Bergen, is still working through her decades-old divorce. And Carol, Mary Steenburgen's marriage, is in a slump after 35 years.
This is just Sex and the City, but older.
Basically. Yeah.
And now they read.
Here we go. The lives of these 4 lifelong friends are turned upside down after reading the infamous 50 Shades of Grey, catapulting them into a series of outrageous life choices.
Wow. Wow.
I did not realize that that's
It
what
was
this book was about.
A book movie is based off of another book that's already been a movie.
Right. That's based on a fan fiction of another book that was also already a movie.
Oh my God. What is going on? What is happening?
I don't know.
I'm sitting here. Every meeting I go into, everyone's like, "Hey, what are you writing?" Everyone's constantly writing and doing. Why is this getting made?
I don't know why this is getting made.
Who wrote this? I need to know who wrote this.
Let's look.
I need to find this person and be like, "What's going on?"
Bill Holderman and Aaron Sims. Do they have any other things written?
Please.
Let's take a look. Book Club on IMDb. Oh boy.
Book Club. Good Night Nurse.
Also directed by Bill Holderman. Okay.
You couldn't pay me to see this movie.
Aaron Sims, Canadian. She was born and raised in Montreal.
Well, now I feel bad. Now I take it all back.
But this is actress. This is the only thing she's ever written is Book Club.
Wow.
Bill Holderman. What about you, man?
Yeah, what's he up to?
What'd you do? Oh, you look swarthy. Look at this guy.
Oh, what a good, boring.
He looks like a guy who would direct a movie about 50 Shades of Grey.
Like, what a,
old
still,
people reading it.
Yeah. Ugh.
All right. Did you write anything else?
Unoriginal.
You wrote A Walk in the
plot.
Woods. This is nothing.
This is nothing.
How did this get made?
How did it get made? This was the show should be called "How Did This Get Made?"
There's already a podcast called
Is
How Did This
there?
Get Made? Yeah.
I don't listen to podcasts.
It's okay.
No offense. Thanks for having me.
Look, you don't have to listen to him to be a good guest.
I literally just got in a chat with my roommate Danny Palumbo and
Yep.
Jordan Dahl over my house, and
Love
I was
those
just
two.
like talking about podcasts. Like, oh, I love podcasts. I was like, I have listened to maybe 2 in my whole life. His eyebrows just fell off of his face.
I mean,
Jay's eyebrows are no longer set.
my eyebrows are way up in the ceiling now. There's
They're on stage now.
they're performing. They're doing the tight 5. They're probably bombing up
They
there.
probably would do. If your eyebrows went on stage, they would have done better than me than I did last Monday. Just your eyebrows sitting on stage against the curtain would have killed.
I've considered going on stage. I did this for about a minute once at a show that was a nightmare, awful show in God, where was it? Burbank, maybe. At a Mexican restaurant, as so many great awful shows are.
Mhm.
And I started off my set by not saying any words and just making grunts and going like, and like pointing at people and doing stuff with
I'm
my
already
eyebrows.
laughing.
And I did it for about a minute. And I was like, I can't keep this up, can I? And I tried, and then I stopped being able to. But I kind of want to do it for 3 minutes.
Try it.
One of these weeks of potluck. I don't really give a shit anymore.
No, I mean,
That's where I'm at.
yeah. There's nothing matters.
Eyebrow and grunts. Look, if Book Club can get made.
I can't. If book club made, I literally want to go home and be like, oh, everything on my laptop's hilarious and it can be made because that's psychotic.
And it's making money.
That's sick.
That's made so much money. It's going to start their own book clubs, and then there's going to be a documentary about the book clubs of the women who are reading 50
Wow.
Shades of Grey after
Wow.
seeing the movie about women who read 50 Shades of Grey, which is, oh my God.
That's honestly, that's laziness writing to me. That's just like, oh, but people still like this movie. Like, did they make another 50 Shades? Wasn't there some other movie coming out too about it?
They did all the 50 Shades movies already. They did that trio. And then, I don't know, at this point, it's like the snake's eating its own tail, but but the snake has eaten its own tail completely at this point, and there's no more snake.
No.
But they're still trying to eat.
Yes.
I don't get it.
No, I honestly, it doesn't make any sense to me.
I don't know. Other notables in the box office this week, we got Life of the Party at number 4 with $7 million. It's almost $8 million. Good job, Melissa McCarthy. You still can carry a movie. Number 5, Breaking In, which I completely forget what that is about, honestly.
Breaking In.
Oh, that's the movie about something. Gabrielle Union plays an angry mom who revenge is a mother. That's the tagline in the movie.
Original.
Super original. We've got Overboard, number 7 at the box office, $4.75 million with Anna Faris remaking, doing her thing.
I do like Anna Faris.
She's great. She's in Just Friends.
Is she?
Yes.
Okay, I gotta watch it.
You gotta watch Just
She's
Friends.
very funny to me.
She's-
She was in all the scary movies.
Yeah.
She's great.
Of course.
Yeah, she's great.
Like her.
Yes.
I never saw any of the scary movies except for Scary Movie 3.
Scary Movie 3 has the funniest line in a movie that I've ever laughed at in my entire life. I swear,
Which
I
line?
swear to God. Okay, it's the part where this guy Tom and his wife was pinned up against a tree.
Yep.
He just got hit by the car. So he goes by. So the guy that hit his wife is sitting on the ground with a blanket on, and he walks behind. And he goes, "Hey Tom, I'll need a ride home. And I don't know why it gets me I literally had it on my Facebook as like my favorite quote. That was it. It's so stupid, but I don't know why it's the funniest line I've ever seen in a movie. Like, he just killed his wife. Tom, I'll need a ride home. It's so stupid.
That movie, I mean, those movies are great examples of stupidity.
Yeah.
That works, though, because it's stupidity by design.
Yes.
Book Club is a movie that seems like it's stupid, but it's trying to have heart and sass.
Book Club.
Oh, God.
That makes me furious.
You know what my favorite part of Scary Movie 3 was? There's that scene where it's near the end and they finally see the aliens and then they pee out of their fingers.
Yes.
And then President Leslie Nielsen goes, "Oh, we're not so different after all." And then pees out of his finger. Great.
It's very funny. It's very funny.
God.
Everything he did was hilarious.
He was. R.I.P. Leslie. You're a great dude. Come be on this podcast. There's ghosts flying around this building. We can probably summon him.
Yeah, we're underground. We're in a underground place. I don't know. I'm very hungover. Sorry.
You don't seem hungover at all. You're
No?
carrying it well.
Okay, good.
I should have made you one of these Red Bull and emergency concoctions that I am currently drinking.
I'm downing this Niagara water.
There you go. Only the finest.
All the way from Niagara Falls, Canada. Didn't say that. I'm making that up.
Number 9 at the box office, Rampage, right ahead of A Quiet Place. Excuse me, Quiet Place, number 8, Rampage, number 9. Flip those two. Stark drop-off. Rampage is at $1.5 million at the box office. It is tanking. Time
Who
has
was
come.
in that one? Was in that one?
The Rock stars as a guy who is in love with animals, but one of his animal buddies is an albino gorilla that goes and gets hit. It's based off a video game, an arcade game.
Okay.
Yeah. The one where the giant animals go and destroy a city.
Okay. Well,
It's boring.
never going to see that. So.
You're not missing out on much. It's not going to make its budget back.
No.
It's a real
That's
shame.
embarrassing.
It is, but it's no surprise.
Yeah. Well, also, how was that made?
Money. People
Yeah.
have too much money. That's the thing. There's too much money.
Yeah.
I think we need to
People should share some
burn
money.
a bunch of money.
Yeah. Or share it. Burning is probably a worse idea, but
I don't know. I mean, what are these people going to do with all
what are
this
they
money?
doing? Yeah. How much money does The Rock have? He must have he must be worth like what?
A fuck ton of money.
Yeah. Like,
That's what his muscles are made of, is money.
yeah, he just
packs it down.
None of those are actual muscles. His whole body is just bills tightly packed to form his body.
Number 10 is surprising, staying in there at number 10 after it was there last week, is the documentary RBG about Ruth Bader Ginsburg. I don't know.
I also don't even know who that is. Should I know
She's
who that
the
is?
Supreme Court justice. You're Canadian. You don't have to know anything about our government.
You don't know anything about our government.
No, I mean, I know
I
Justin
also
Trudeau
don't
is a
either.
prime minister, and I know that you guys have a parliament or some shit, and
Yeah.
that's really it.
That's as much as I know.
Cool. Then we're good.
You probably heard that Toronto had a crackhead mayor. You probably heard that.
Yeah, everybody knew about it. Rob Ford.
Rob Ford, yes.
Yeah. Didn't his brother just run for mayor or something
He
like
is.
that?
Also, my friend, speaking of movies, wrote a movie based off of that whole thing called Filth City, and it did really well in like film festivals and shit. And it's doing. I can try to get it for you. It's actually very good.
Oh, I would love to see that.
It was written by 2 comedians, and most of the actors are comedians, and they like got a pretty good budget on it. But Rob Ford's brother tried to sue them, and he went on TV saying that he's like, if I see these kids in the street, they better not be near the middle of the road. And so he like bluntly said he was going to run them over. It was insane.
Man, Canada sounds so much more exciting than America does.
No, it's not. That's it. That's all that's happened in the last year.
But like, if comics made movies about, I don't know, the crackhead mayor of some city in America, nobody would get threatened by getting run over.
I guess, yeah.
That sounds great.
He threatened a lot.
It's a Wild West up there.
Yeah,
God, I would love that. Maybe somebody could run over all the people who wrote Book Club.
Yeah,
Maybe
they
that'd
might
be
have
great.
to. They might have to.
Yeah. Anyway, look, here's another movie that we're going to talk about, which is the reason why you're here today.
Yes.
Steph Tolev, you hate 50 First Dates.
I hate 50 First Dates. Like, anytime anybody asks me what movie I hate the most, that is the first thing that comes to my mind.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. One of my top 3 favorite movies, this is absurd, but it's Happy Gilmore. I don't know why I love Happy Gilmore so much. I always have. I find it very funny. I love Adam Sandler movies. I was also, what was the other one? Billy Madison. Great
Billy Madison
movie.
is a classic.
Classic.
Full disclosure, I've never seen Happy Gilmore.
Okay.
Never
I
got
don't
around
know
to it.
why.
But I love Billy Madison.
It's so funny. So that's the thing.
Right.
Every movie that he was doing was so funny and so great. And then all of a sudden, he fucked this up. I have not seen a movie with him since because I was so fucking mad at how bad this movie was.
And look, the timeline of what happens around 50 First Dates and after 50 First Dates doesn't sound like you're missing out on much. For those of you who, for whatever reason, are not as up to date on Adam Sandler film canon as Steph and I are, 50 First Dates is a 2004 American romantic comedy film directed by Peter Siegel, written by George Wang, stars Adam Sandler as a veterinarian and Drew Barrymore as an amnesiac. Along with Rob Schneider, Sean Astin, who better have gotten paid a fucking boatload to be in this movie after doing Lord of the Rings, Lucia Strauss, Blake Clark, and Dan Aykroyd. Most of the film was shot on location in Oahu, Hawaii, on the windward side of the North Shore. The fictitious memory impairment suffered by Barrymore's character, Goldfield syndrome, is similar to short-term memory loss and anterior-grade amnesia. So basically, the plot of the movie is Adam Sandler is a womanizer who then meets Drew Barrymore, who was in a horrible car accident and can't remember anything that happens to her day to day, and he falls in love with her. And that's the plot of the movie.
That's the plot of the movie. That's the whole fucking movie. It's just infuriating how this even was something that you're basing a whole movie around a woman who every single day doesn't remember anything at all and has to relive her life and has no clue. So, first of all, how the goddamn hell are you falling in love with this person? Let's just start with that. Let's just have a light start there. She doesn't know anything. She knows what she knew when she was a kid, whatever. She can never obtain any new memories ever in her life.
Right.
Can't be that much fun to be around. I'll just say there's no way that's somebody I'd love to be around. Let's
Probably
start
not.
there.
Yeah.
Start there. I used to like Drew Barrymore. This movie also turned me off her because it was
Really?
I just don't know why anybody read this script. It's the ending of the movie that just like the ending of the movie is I'm getting worked up.
Get worked up, please.
So they go on a boat. They go out in a boat. He somehow convinces Drew every day that he's who he is. So the ending of the movie is Adam Sandler showing that every single morning, he already asked her to marry him. They have kids together. Every morning she wakes up, has no fucking clue who the children are, has no fucking clue who her husband is, has to sit down, confused where she is, has no idea where she is every morning, rewatch a video of her life.
And cries for like an hour every morning.
Every morning she wakes up, watches what her life is, has no idea what's happening, then goes, all right, and then goes on the rest of the day. It is fucking psychotic.
It's bonkers.
It's absolutely bonkers. Again, it's a comedy. I understand crazy shit, but they tried to make it like a romantic comedy, but also make it like, oh, this could be like a real thing that happens to people. No, this does not happen to anybody. This is fucking stupid. I don't know why anyone made it, and I hate it so much.
Okay, so here's something I found in the research about watching, because I watched this, like I told you before we started recording, I watched this like 2 hours ago.
Yes.
And I haven't seen this movie since high school. This was one of my girlfriend in high school's favorite movies. And so this is one of those.
I'm glad you broke up with her.
She broke up with me. Let's be honest.
It's probably because she was still watching the movie and she's an idiot.
Probably. We'll go with that. This movie doesn't. It's one of those movies that like you see when you're growing up and you're like, oh yeah, this is fine. And then I watch it and I was like, man, I guess I get why I liked this when I was growing up and as a high schooler. But there is so many bad parts in this movie. This movie is really, really garbage.
It's really, really bad.
Because not only does it take this story that overtly, when I was reading up about it, Drew Barrymore is the one who brought this movie to Adam Sandler as an idea.
Wow.
And she originally the script was a drama. Like straight up, like
I can see that.
like Spanglish style, Punch Drunk Love style, full drama.
Yeah,
I guess not Punch Drunk Love. Well, that's not a drama. That's just it's a very interesting movie that uses Adam Sandler correctly. But this movie was originally super dramatic, and then Drew Barrymore was like, "Let's comedy it up. We got good chemistry after The Wedding Singer. Let's see what we can do."
That's the problem. The Wedding Singer is fucking incredible. That is another problem. It's so fucking good. Great sound. One of the best soundtracks out there. Like, the Wedding Singer soundtrack start to finish is amazing. They went from that to this. It's completely bonkers that either of them were like, yeah, this makes sense. Rob Schneider, he sucks in it so bad.
He's awful in this movie.
It's like he was not even. It's like he was on MDMA the whole time and had no clue why he was even there.
Yeah,
his character is completely absurd. Isn't it like racist? I can't even like.
Yeah, he's supposed to be playing a native Hawaiian, so he's got this garbage spray tan.
Bad.
He has like a horrible like American chopper dad mustache.
Yep. bald,
terrible
weird head.
weave.
Yes, whatever the head thing is in his head.
And then he has an eye that's got like a cataract on it. And at one point he makes a joke. She's like, "Hey, you don't know how fucked up I am. This is my good eye." And he points to the one with the cataract on it.
Wow.
And it's just
hilarious.
And he's also saying like he's trying to talk in this weird Native Hawaiian accent that he can't pull off, especially when you have Native Hawaiians in the movie.
They're filming in Hawaii. Yes, exactly.
There's so many. Here's one of the. Can I tell you one of the parts that I hated the most about this movie?
I'd love to hear it.
There's a part where they clearly, like, Adam Sandler was hanging out one day on the island, right? And he saw that old man who shows up at the diner all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And he probably saw that guy. He's like, "Oh, that guy's fucking hilarious. Let's get him to say a couple lines." And he says, they just feed him lines. And then there's one part where he says something in Hawaiian, and then it's like a long phrase, and then he goes, "That means look at those two idiots dancing around." And it's just like, why don't you just have that on subtitles? Why do you even have that scene in there?
Why would that scene be there?
Why is that in there?
Why would any of the scenes that are in that movie make it to the final cut?
This movie should have been a pilot. This movie should have been a sitcom pilot.
And some people are like, "You can't make this. There's nothing here. There's nothing." And also Dan Aykroyd, who I normally like too, Canadian.
Yep.
Nothing really.
He was fine.
He's fine, but it wasn't like he's a good comedic actor. And it's like, okay. Like and also like he went from fucking having Chris Farley in all these movies and these great, hilarious characters. And then you have a racist Rob Schneider. It's like, what the fuck were you thinking?
It's really, I think the start of the really like phoning it in period for Adam Sandler.
After this, wasn't there Mr. Deeds? Was that after this?
I think Mr. Deeds comes after this. I'm just going to pull up Adam Sandler filmography.
After 51st Dates, I was like, you know what? We're done.
Okay.
We're done here.
Here's the order of operations. So Little Nicky, 2000. Then he got Mr. Deeds in 2002. You have, let's see, Anger Management 2003, 51st Dates in 2004, then The Longest Yard right after that. Longest Yard starts to go down. Then you have Click and I Now Pronounce You Chuck and Larry.
Oh, boy.
When I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry, it's really, you just dive off the cliff at that point.
That's it. Could you imagine if somebody pitched that now? We now pronounce Chuck and Larry, they'd be like, are you out of your fucking marbles? Are you nuts? Nobody would pick that up now.
Well, there's a reason why Adam Sandler only makes movies on Netflix now.
Yeah, because nobody wants to fucking. Mr. Deeds was before. I never watched. No, sorry. What was before Little Nicky was before? I never saw
Little Nicky, then Mr. Deeds, then 8 Crazy Nights, then Anger Management, and then 51st Dates. And that's the thing. It's like 51st Dates. It's just not. There's just so many.
There's just also like the whole idea of it is just like. There's nothing to it.
It's baffling how bad this movie is.
It is baffling. It honestly is.
It really is.
It's completely. I'm like, I can't believe Drew Barrymore took it to him. I did not know that. I literally did no research on it afterwards because I was so furious after watching it. Like, I think I was at a birthday party and I kept getting up and leaving the room. I was like, just calm down. I'm like, no, I can't calm down. This is the worst thing I've ever watched in my entire fucking life.
It's bad. It's real bad.
And I've seen Freddie got fingered, and this is still.
This is worse than Freddie got fingered to you?
And I watched Freddie got fingered with my dad and my sister when we were really young, and we all laughed when the horse came or somebody came, and we were all like, elephant. There's something that had a lot of come, and we all laughed. We're like, "Whoa, this is very awkward." Anyways, side note:
was there more? I've never seen Freddie Got Fingered. Was there more animal come on that than when the walrus pukes all over the the German?
I forgot about the
animal
walrus
trainer for no reason.
I think I've tried to block this memory out of my mind of how bad this movie is.
Let me re-enlighten you. Let me rehash some of the horrors of this movie, Steph.
Please do.
Adam Sandler plays a guy who works in an aquarium who clearly this is just a ploy to get you to like Adam Sandler because he's pals with all the animals. He's like
hates women,
penguins bath, and he hates women. That's the first thing. You start off right from the bat. You know, oh, this guy's a womanizer. He's like, and he's hanging out with Rob Schneider, who's an awful person who also has like 6 kids.
What was that about?
And is getting high around his kids all the time. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. But you're like, oh, let's get him to high five the walrus, and the penguin can like waddle around and be cool. But he lets the penguin almost get run over by a car at one point.
I don't even like. I'm slowly remembering this whole movie, and I'm getting like hot flashes.
The most realistic part of this whole movie is after the first time when Adam Sandler and Drew Barrymore meet, and they have the really nice day. And then he goes back the next day and he says something like, "My fingers smell fishy. If you want to sniff them, I've been petting my walrus all morning." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, and she is horrified. I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's totally realistic."
Yeah,
that's the only part of this movie that makes any goddamn sense.
That's the only line that I think everyone's like, "That's staying in for sure."
Yeah,
but everything else, it's. I was also like, Rob Schneider's a funny guy. I find him funny. His little
he's
bit
not
parts.
funny in this though.
He's so bad in it.
He's so bad in this.
It literally turned me off him as a person. Like what was he in? He was in Wedding Singer, right? Yes.
I think he was. I've never seen Wedding Singer either. Again, full disclosure.
Yeah, you're not a big.
I missed a bunch. Well, it's not that I'm not a big Adam Sandler. It's that my parents are not big letting me see fun movies.
Okay.
Thing.
I was not watching Simpsons as a kid.
Me either.
And then I found out after my dad's like, I just fucking hated Homer. I'm like, you didn't even know Homer. Just hated him. I hated the way he looked. I'm like, that sucks.
Hey, that's like, I mean, my neighbors wouldn't let their kids watch Rugrats as a kid because they said God didn't make ugly people. So that's the kind of neighborhood I grew up in.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I was not allowed to watch The Simpsons. That's the thing. That's a total blind spot. I still have not seen like any Simpsons episodes.
Any?
Basically, I've seen maybe I could probably count the amount of Simpsons episodes I've seen on two hands.
Wow.
It's somewhere between 5 and 10.
Wow.
It's not many.
Wow.
Yeah.
I binge watched when I moved out because I was like, fuck you guys.
But yeah, I mean, look, I was not allowed to see a lot of these movies. This is one of the movies that I only watched in the Adam Sandler canon because my girlfriend loved it.
Yeah.
And now,
I mean, and
I watch it and I'm like, of course this is designed for fucking high schoolers. And like,
there's nobody else because you're so stupid in high school and you have no mind and you don't understand how bad this movie is.
And there's a part of me when I was watching it that I was trying to look at it from the perspective of like, all right, I already know that Adam Sandler movies basically are designed to appeal to the lowest common denominator.
Yes.
That's what makes Billy Madison work so well. That's theoretically what makes Happy Gilmore work so well. And I can really only speak to Billy Madison because it's the only one I've seen out of those two. But it's so funny. And the lines and the writing, even though we know the situation is fucking stupid, Adam Sandler's playing a really dumb character the whole movie.
Yeah.
And so it makes sense. Now Adam Sandler's not playing a dumb character.
That's the thing. You're trying to make him act like he's fucking smart. Look at him. Like, what are you talking about? That was probably him going, oh yeah, finally a movie where it makes me look like me.
I think he just wants to wear shorts the whole movie.
I
think that's part of his career is just to get to a point where he could wear shorts the whole time.
You know what? He's worn shorts in every movie, I think, except Wedding Singer. A lot of pants in Wedding Singer. No, but there's a lot of also shorts. Oh my God, he only takes movies he can wear shorts in.
I've only seen Adam Sandler in public once, and I've seen a lot of pictures of him doing shows. He's mostly wearing shorts.
Yeah, some of the improv in shorts.
He does shorts. I saw him at Cantor's in shorts.
I don't think he owns pants.
I don't know. Is he going to be the first person to film a stand-up special in shorts?
Oh yeah,
maybe.
Oh yeah,
because he's back. He's doing more stand-up again.
He is. He is.
Oh my God. Okay. What can I say another part of this movie that I hated that I think you hopefully it blocked out of your brain?
Please.
When he decides to sing a song to her on the ukulele.
Was that on the boat?
It's on the beach.
Okay.
It's when they have their first kiss. And then it goes to the montage of them being like, I love a good, and Drew Barrymore's like, I love a good first kiss. And then they kiss like 15 times. And then literally the next scene is him being like, all right, but when are we going to fuck though?
Like and every day she forgets that she is fucking this man. Like I just don't understand. Usually when movies end, there's something. There's a lesson. What is the point of this movie? What are we supposed to take away from it?
I don't think that there is anything that we can take away from this movie
literally
other
nothing.
than that persistence works.
Other than being a fucking creep works, and you like drug this woman and convince her to fucking. That's psychotic. Yeah. Every morning you wake up and you're beside a stranger.
I mean, she's talking
with children.
She talks about him being a stalker, and he's like, "No," but basically he is.
Oh, he stalked. He stalked, and he like films their life. He films every day. It's completely berserk. Let her. She should just lived her weird little life, had her own little thing. Woke up every morning, fine, doing her whatever. She didn't work at a restaurant, whatever, knows what she's doing.
And that's the thing. She didn't have a job anymore. She would just go eat at the restaurant.
Oh, right, because she forgot. Yes.
Yeah, and she used to teach an art class.
Is that even a real thing?
No.
That's not a real thing.
No, it's not ever that bad.
There's no way.
No way. 100% no way. And that's one of the things. This actually has its
Horrible.
own section on Wikipedia, on its Wikipedia page, fictional medical condition. In 2010, researchers described a woman who developed the kind of memory impairment after she was involved in a car accident. She described that her memory as normal for events on the same day, and that overnight memories for the previous day were lost. However, a neuropsychological test did reveal some improvement in recall for tasks which she had unknowingly performed the previous day. She stated that Drew Barrymore was her favorite actress, leading researchers to conclude that her condition might have been influenced by some knowledge of the film's plot.
Oh my fucking God.
Yeah.
Wow.
So there's a name of this.
Wow.
That's basically of people who have given themselves 51st Dates disease after watching the movie. Here we go.
Could you imagine?
Yeah. There's another
Wanting
version
to
of
live
this.
like this? That person's sick. You want to live like that. I want to pretend every day for that's.
It doesn't make
I
it.
can't.
It doesn't get. I don't get it.
I honestly can't.
Though here's there's that guy 10 Second Tom who they show in the movie. Apparently that is a real thing. 10 Second Tom, 10 Second Memory is based on similar to the second-to-second consciousness of Clive Wearing, a British man whose long and short-term memory centers were destroyed from a viral infection of the brain caused by herpes. So if you're fucking too much, you can destroy your brain.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
I'm going to get tested tomorrow.
I didn't know that literally until I finished reading that sentence aloud just now. Ugh.
I'm scared.
Oh no, comics, beware.
Oh my God.
You may be fucking
Yeah.
with your brains, because I know there are comics out there with herpes. Keep your eyes peeled.
Oh yeah, a
Keep your
lot of
brains
people have
peeled.
herpes, but
Oh,
also
yeah.
like you get. Well, that would go from leaving unattended. I
Yeah.
mean, if you have a fucking full herpes breakout, you're like, you just leave it. Like, no, that needs to be fucking treated, you psychopath.
Yeah, or else you're gonna wind up with
Wow,
51st Dates disease.
This movie's gotten worse. It's gotten somehow worse. I don't know how that's possible.
This movie, okay, and there's
Fuck.
very few decent performances in this movie. I would say Drew Barrymore definitely gives the best performance she can with the garbage
yes.
script that
Yes.
that is written for her.
She's a professional actress.
She's a
yes,
professional
yes.
actress. She does her job well.
Yeah.
She's got an Oscar, right? She has
I
to.
don't think she does.
I don't think she. Actually, you know what? You might be right. She
I don't
probably.
think she does.
She might
What
have
was
an
she got for
Emmy.
The Wedding Singer.
She
I
got,
can't believe you haven't seen that movie. That's a great movie.
I know. I gotta watch it.
That's a nice movie. It's got a good ending. It's got a nice thing. John Lovitz has a hilarious line in that movie.
One line.
I mean, no, there's just one part where it's just really
Okay.
funny.
Blake Clark is good in this movie. The guy who plays her dad. He's
I don't
fine.
remember who he is again.
And Dan Aykroyd is fine. He's okay.
He's fine, but it's like, I just.
And he got Maya Rudolph with like a random cameo in this, who with short hair, and she's kind of unrecognizable and it's weird. But then he got the real bottom of the barrel. You got the chick who plays the woman who works at the water park or whatever, Ocean SeaWorld pastiche park, where her whole thing is for Adam Sandler to be like, but you're a dude, right? You got a dick though, right?
That. Fuck.
After you get puked on by a walrus.
Wow. Just to make fun of a woman looks like a man.
That's her whole character.
Funny stuff, Sandler.
Then you got Sean Astin, whose basically entire character trait is I have a lisp and I wear mesh shirts.
Classic. Must have been a really hard character choice.
It's one of those parts because they also talk extensively about him using steroids in the movie. And Sean Astin is a scrawny little boy man. There's no way that he used steroids. That character got the most bunk ass steroids of all time.
Wow.
If he's supposed to be using steroids and he's that scrawny still, that's a perfect cast John Cena in that.
There we go.
That would be
there
great.
we go. Put these fucking sports people, schmuck them in here.
Yeah.
Also, so I know you didn't watch Happy Gilmore, but I'm sure you've seen the scene with Bob Barker.
Yep.
Like you're going from having amazingly hilarious, like that was one of the funniest scenes in the movie.
Right.
Bob Barker being the shit of Adam Sandler.
Yeah,
That's
that's
hilarious.
great. I've seen that.
That's hilarious.
That's seminal.
And then you go to this. You go to Walrus Barf. Like that's where you went.
That's the start. That's the start of your movie. That's your high comic point in this movie. Also included where Rob Schneider shows up while they're about to fuck in an aquarium that looks like a cool bachelor pad, and you got dolphins.
That was a cool bachelor.
It was a cool bachelor pad.
What else did this guy write? Who wrote this?
The guy who wrote this, I mean, he wrote basically. Oh, sorry, no, he didn't. I was thinking of the other guy, Tim Herlihy, who's his other guy. George Wing, it looks like, might not have written anything else because he doesn't have a.
Not even an IMDb page.
He has
I
written,
even have an IMDb page, for fuck's sakes, and I have done nothing with my life.
he has an IMDb page. He wrote 50 First Dates. He wrote Outsourced.
Never heard of
He
that.
wrote one episode of the television series Outsourced, and then he wrote two. He didn't get credit. He got credited for the original story for two foreign-made versions of 50 First Dates.
Oh my god.
That's his whole career.
Wow.
He's made so much money off of this movie.
That's awful. What does he look like? I need to see what this man looks like.
He looks bad.
Ew.
Yeah.
Ew. He has children locked in his basement. Someone should go to his home.
That's how he looks. He looks pale. He looks like he's never seen the sun.
He looks like he wears the skin of his victims. This man isn't well. He's
Yeah.
a very sick man.
He's doing the weird like Colbert eyebrow thing that this man should not be
No,
doing with that kind
man
of face.
should be in public. That man needs to live in a hole and stay there forever.
This looks like his name. He looks like his name is George Wing because he rips the wings off of birds and then leaves their torsos in his yard.
But then makes a bed of wings. That's what he sleeps on.
It's just a bad movie. It's just a bad movie
Don't
all
see
around.
it. Don't see it. No one should ever see this movie.
So you haven't seen any Adam Sandler movies since then.
Yeah, I've been mad.
So this is that bad.
It's that bad.
What was the experience like for you watching the movie for the first time? Did you see it in theaters?
No, thank God. I was at like a party and it was a bunch of friends and like everyone was like really into the movie and I was the only one that was like freaking out over how bad it was. And I was like, Steph, relax. I was like, no, am I the only one that's like, it ruined it. I was like also just so confused. Like the end of the movie, I just sat there just talking about it with everyone that was there. Like, okay, whatever, it's over. I'm like, no, it's not over. This is the ending. And I was like screaming at the TV. And it was like, this is a long time ago. Like I saw it probably like, I don't know, 8 years ago. And I'm still this irate over it.
And I mean, like I said, this is really the point in Adam Sandler's career, I think, where he started phoning it in.
Oh God.
Look, here's what we got afterwards. Longest Yard, like I said, then you got Click, and I Now Pronounce Chuck and Larry. Then you got You Don't Mess with the Zohan.
What? I forgot about that.
You're probably going to have forgotten about a lot of movies that are on this list. Sorry, I did skip over Reign Over Me, his 9/11 movie.
Oh my God.
Also produced by Happy Madison for some reason. Yeah.
Really? Huh.
Then you got Bedtime Stories, Funny People, which I actually liked. I like Funny People.
Funny People. I don't think I saw, but that I've heard people talk
Good.
about it.
Then you got Grown Ups, where Adam Sandler goes and hangs out in Hawaii again with Rob Schneider.
With Rob Schneider and Kevin James and a bunch of flotation tubes.
Yep.
That's what I assume the whole movie is.
You got Just Go With It, where he tricks, I think,
A woman into loving him.
Yep, it's Jennifer Aniston in this one.
Good.
You got Jack and Jill, where he plays a man and a woman.
Oh, wow. I haven't even heard of this one.
You never heard of this one?
Wow.
Jack and Jill is a 2011 American romantic comedy film. Sorry, not a romantic comedy. The plot follows an ad executive who must survive the holidays when his annoying sister comes to visit. So thankfully, you could only ever watch this movie if it was around Christmas time. But look at the poster for this movie. Look, even Adam Sandler's face on the poster for Jack and Jill. He's like, I shouldn't have made this movie.
Oh,
what did I do?
Oh my God.
And
that also is infuriating. That's like having like athletes in movies. He couldn't get somebody else. The whole plot was him playing his fucking sister. That's crazy.
Yep.
I wanted you to say that he played a guy and girl, but that they were in love. So he had to keep going back and forth and be like, do you love me? Yes, I love you. And it was just him doing it himself. That I would actually watch to see how embarrassing that would be.
I mean,
I'll never watch that.
Here's what else we got in the Adam Sandler canon. That's My Boy with him and Andy Samberg. Film about an alcoholic slacker named Donnie Berger who fathered a son with his school teacher as a teenager. Compelling. You got Grown Ups 2.
What?
Grown Ups 2.
They did two of those.
Back at the slides again.
Stop.
Yeah.
Oh my God. How people love him. People just are throwing literally money at him.
Yeah. Well, he has a boatload of money.
Grown Ups
He does. Nobody has to throw money at him. He has enough money to throw at himself. He's juggling just stacks.
Oh my God.
And making all this
Why
money.
is he doing stand up again? Oh, it sucks having so much money. Shut up. Go take your shorts and get the hell out of here.
Blended, where he brings Drew Barrymore back and do more chemistry with them. And then after that, that's when they were like, all right, Hollywood. That's when
Please
Hollywood
stop.
dipped out. And then they were like, wait, what about Pixels? And then they're like, no, you're done.
You're done.
And then he's made 4 movies for Netflix. He did Ridiculous 6. He did The Do-Over, Sandy Wexler, and then The Week Of, which just came out. Adam Sandler phoned it in. But that's the thing.
But
he made a whole career off of phoning it in. That's amazing.
It is. It's honestly amazing. It honestly is incredible how he's gone this far and how Hollywood has not shunned him out earlier.
Yeah.
Jack and Jill. Oh my God. I've never even seen or heard of that. And it's like, I'm like mad now.
God. I mean, I have no desire to go see it.
I'll
I have
never
no desire to see it. I don't have any desire to see any Adam Sandler movies.
No, I'm also like, I mean, Happy Gilmore was so funny, but I'm down with that now too. That's it. I am taking it away from my favorite movies. It would be like a feel good movie. Like if I was in a sad mood, I want a good laugh. I knew I'd laugh at it. You know why? This is part, since you're not going to see it, where this guy Chubbs, his like coach, has like his fake hand, and then he like throws his hand, and his hand gets run over. I don't know why. I love hand bits.
Oh, I think I've seen that part.
That part, and
actually.
he comes back and he glues it all together, and his hand is all fucked up, and then his hand gets really long. So at the end of the movie, his arm is like comically long for no reason. You know what? Have you seen the episode of It's Always Sunny? Do you watch Always Sunny?
Yeah, I watched It's Always
where they're in the courtroom, the Poyle and Ponderosa trial.
Yeah.
When he throws the hand goes flying. Funniest thing in the world. Big hand bits and fake hand bits. I don't know why I like them so much, but
you must love it in Arrested. Did you watch Arrested Development?
I just watched the new edit. It's so amazing.
You must have loved the big hand.
Oh, I love the big hand. Big hand's great.
If Adam's here's my theory on Adam Sandler is that if he had decided to keep making movies with really good comedy actors and actresses and not just defaulted to using his friends the entire time,
yes,
then maybe people would be really, really excited to see Adam Sandler movies.
Yeah, I think so. Like, because he's funny. Like, if you literally rewatch Happy Madison, you're like Billy Madison, Happy Madison. You're like, this was a funny for its time too. It was so good.
Yeah, and it still holds up.
It still holds up.
It still holds up.
It still holds up. I was just quoting. I just saw a movie with I just saw Get Out. It took way too long to see that. Why people are fucked. Anyways.
Yep.
Oh my God. The guy in that was also in. Wasn't he in Happy Madison? Billy. I keep saying Happy Madison. He was in Billy Madison as the.
Yeah.
Like,
he was one of the
bad guys.
Bad guys.
Yes.
One of the like the tax people or something.
Yes.
Something like
great.
that. But yeah, it's a great look. I'm not gonna. I can't shit on Adam Sandler for doing what he has done because he built a career off of
shorts.
Off of wearing shorts.
He really did.
Like, I would love to be able to wear shorts and everything
I'm wearing shorts right now. I wear shorts all the time. If I could wear shorts my whole life, I would.
Man.
But sometimes you got to put the pants on and step up. I don't know what I'm saying.
Speaking of step up, let's get Adam Sandler to do a dance battle movie, huh? Let's see if we can get that to happen.
Oh, fuck. What if I try to ask Adam Sandler to roast me in a roast battle?
Let's get it to happen. He's never been to roast battle before.
Really?
Yeah.
Roast
one of our only longtime comedy people who's never done roast battle.
Really?
Never been there.
Huh.
Yeah. Let's get him in there.
All right.
Adam Sandler, this is me calling the gauntlet. If you show up to roast battle, we're going to let you wear shorts.
Yeah.
And we're not going to say, actually, we probably will say a lot of things about your shorts.
Yeah.
But just know it's all out of a place of love because we still, no matter how much we try, can't not love Billy Madison and Happy Gilmore.
Yes.
But 50 First Dates, hot pile of garbage.
Never see it. Nobody ever should see it.
Drew Barrymore, I really, really feel bad for you that you did this to yourself.
Yeah.
She did. She did this to herself.
Yeah, she really did. She brought the whole thing to him. She did it to herself.
You didn't have to do this. Oh, God. None of this had to happen.
No, it really didn't.
But
then we wouldn't be here today discussing.
We wouldn't be here today discussing it. And thanks for coming in today.
Hey, no, thanks for having me.
Steph, where can my listeners find your work?
I'm all over the place. Just at Steph Tolev on everything.
Great.
That's it.
And you can find me at Diet J on Twitter and Instagram, jlightcomedy.com for show dates. If you are in LA this week, I'm actually doing a Steph show skits.
Yeah, Tuesday.
The Escondite.
Yes.
Did I say that right?
I say Escondite, but I don't know.
Who knows? We'll figure it out.
Downtown, free parking.
Come by. They got tacos and comedy.
Yes.
It's going to be great. Anyway, that's it for Blockbusting. Guys, go see something good for a change.
Please.